So after 30 games of the league stage and nearly 4 weeks of action, we have our 4 qualifiers for the playoffs of the DP World ILT20 Season 4. Congratulations, of course, to the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders, who have won here tonight by 32 runs. To get this presentation ceremony started, we would like to thank all the sponsors of the DP World International League T20 Season 4, DP World, 1xBet, Big Ticket, TCL, the Cycle Hub, Exchangeon, and Crypto Cash. DP World ILT20 would also like to thank all the government organizations, stadium authorities, and all those who were involved in the smooth conduct of this match. Thank you very much. The first award for today's presentation is the DP World Dispatch of the Day. The winner gets a trophy and a check of US $1,500, and the award goes to Michael Pepper for what can only be described as a reverse swat of Ali Khan for 6. Very innovative, and of course, a wonderful knock by Michael here tonight, ushering his team into the playoffs. Of course, Mr. Ramzi Kuhail, General Manager of Fruits and Vegetables Market at DP World GCC, will be presenting the award to Michael. So thank you very much to Mr. Ramzi. Now we'd like to invite James Vince, the captain of the Golf Giants, to come forward. James, commiserations. You started off by winning the toss tonight. That bowling effort, give us your thoughts on what went wrong, what went right.
I think the pitch, they're probably 20 or 30 over what was a decent or par score on that pitch. Obviously, we didn't get early wickets and allowed them to play with freedom, without the worry of a couple of early wickets. So credit to the way both Pepper and Salt played. We probably didn't bowl our best, and as I say, conditions were tough for batting out there. So I think for them to get 180 for one probably was a few too many. And Mo played unbelievably well in the chase. I think we got to probably what was a par-ish score. But yeah, we weren't able to get those early wickets, build the pressure, have new men coming in on a wicket that was offering obviously a bit of spin and a bit of variable bounce. So yeah, I think probably a bit too much to do in the second half.
On reflection, you talked about mis-execution and all of that. If you had to revisit it and do it all again, what would have been the advice going forward in hindsight?
We can look back on a number of things. We obviously started the competition well, as you said, and been on a run, I think 6 defeats in a row. So there's plenty you can digest and look back on it. I think, as I said before, in moments in the game, we've not quite been able to grab the initiative and get ahead and really stay on top. We've been in games for a lot of those games that we've lost, but we haven't been able to, as I say, grab it, get ahead in the game and get the job done.
The power play when you batted with 3 wickets going down, including yourself, how challenging is it to chase a total like that in these conditions?
Yeah, well, we were all out there for 20 overs and saw the ball gripping and stuff. So the fine balance in hindsight, if we were only 1 down, wickets in hand with someone to bat with Mo through the middle there, but we knew it was going to be tough with the quality of spinners they had on display through the middle with the field out. So yeah, had to try and feel like we had to at least match what they got in the power play and then have some momentum going out of the power play. But obviously we lost wickets when we tried to put the accelerator down, and yeah, Mo got us back into it nicely but left a bit too much to do.
Yeah, how nice was it to see on a positive note Mo ending the tournament like that? Yeah,
he's a quality player. I think batting's been reasonably tough throughout the competition. We all kind of look at, feel like we've underperformed a bit, but yeah, we know what a quality player Mo is, and that was an exceptional knock tonight.
Thank you very much for your time. It's been nice seeing you go well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to James Vince. Now we'll invite the winning captain for tonight, Jason Holder, who will come forward and sign the match ball for the DP World representative. That's not the one that went missing tonight for a short space of time, but Jason the giant that he is makes his way over here. Your feelings, given the way the season has gone, to now sealing a playoff berth for the second time in the history of this franchise?
Yeah, extremely pleased, obviously. You know, this is one of the things that we set out to do at the start of this campaign, you know, was to firstly qualify and then give ourselves a chance to lift the trophy. We've ticked one box, you know, obviously we've gotten ourselves into the playoffs, so credit to everyone in the dressing room. You know, it's been a tough season, very up and down. I guess now is the time to peak, you know, and we're starting to get a little bit of momentum, so hopefully we can carry that into our eliminator, win that, and then move on.
All right, you could slow it down a little bit for me to absorb all that you're saying. To get 179 in those conditions, what was the key?
The opening partnership, you know, obviously the opening partnership set the tone for us. So I thought played an outstanding innings just to support Peps, as Peps was pretty much flowing. You know, I think his innings was so crucial for us, you know, in the way he went about it. He read the situation quite well, and he batted deep, which is what we needed, you know. And again, Peps played an outstanding innings. One of the few guys apart from Moeen Ali that just got in and got going from ball one and was able to flow. But it's just great to see that, you know, Peps can come in. He hasn't had a consistent run, but to come in this game, and a very important game for us, and deliver the way he has, it just shows the depth that we've got on the bench. And, you know, credit to him for sticking out and sticking through all the hardships of the up and down, obviously not playing and being in, you know, and just being consistent with his attitude.
The type of year that you are having, leading the wicket-taking list in this format of the game and starting your team off so well, your appreciation for the work you put in.
Yeah, please, man. It's been a long journey. At the end of 2024, obviously, I was struggling a little bit with my shoulder. You know, I had to take some time off. You know, I was a little uncertain as to how it would have gone for me personally. But rally back the way I have, and then obviously have the year that I had, it's been great personally. You know, but I guess the better feeling for me now is just to see if we could go as deep as possible in this tournament and win it.
Narayan getting 2 wickets in his final over. Critical to have the old boy bowling as well as he is.
Yeah, we've had to pull his finger out, you know, in terms of being a little bit more aggressive. But yeah, it was good to see the way he expressed himself today. I thought he led as well with his attitude. Obviously, gave me a lot of input in the field, and his energy was pretty good for us, you know. And those 2 crucial wickets, obviously, you know, pushed them back a little bit further, and obviously gave us a good chance, you know, to win the game.
Yeah, good to see Dre pulling his finger out at the back end there, as well as you look forward now to that playoff matchup against the Capitals. Your thoughts?
Looking forward to it. You know, they've obviously gotten the better of us so far in this competition, but I think this is the best time to beat them. You know, and obviously I think most teams who obviously just sneak in at the very end, you know, tend to be pretty dangerous at this point of the tournament. So hopefully this momentum will go far and deep for us, and you know, we'll beat the Capitals first and then move on.
To do what you did after staying in Abu Dhabi for 21 days and coming here and doing this, congratulations to you and your team, and all the best as you head into the playoffs.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to Jason Holder. Our final award for the night is the Player of the Match award, and the winner gets a trophy and a check of US dollars 1,500, and that award goes to Michael Pepper for his 83 from 51, including 6 fours and 4 sixes, a strike rate of 162.74. Miss Anjali Gupta will be presenting the check, and Mr. Gaurav Gupta also presenting the award on behalf of the Adani family.
We got done in by the salt and pepper duo today.
Michael, I'll just press you back there. I know that we spoke to you a little bit earlier, but just to regurgitate a lot of what went on, once you got a feel and a taste of how the pitch was behaving, what was the strategy?
Ultimately, it was waiting for the right matchups.
Like what, when you say that?
There's various, just depending on which bowler you may fancy or which bowler you don't. One of us may have fancied one where the other one wasn't so keen. So it's, when you fancy a bowler, trying to get as much strike as possible. But then we knew it was going to be tough starting, so also waiting for the right time to attack and trying to keep wickets in hand.
Someone like Phil Salt, who didn't go into overdrive initially, was that deliberate? Did you guys discuss that sort of methodology?
Yeah, actually was. We spoke about it, especially once more of the spinners came on. He was like, he was giving me most of the strike to try attack, and there was just my matchups I was talking about that I was happy to take those on. And then, yeah, so we spoke about it in the middle.
How do you move this sort of form forward into the playoffs?
ultimately, first of all, there's momentum that comes into it, trying to get on a run. And then form-wise, it's just hopefully just keep working hard. Yeah, there's not too much else to it. And then hopefully it's your day. When it's your day, try to cash in. But then we've got so much firepower, so hopefully there's always going to be someone.
Give me an overall perspective of the work that Jason Holder's done as captain and that backroom staff that you had in preparing you for this important encounter.
Yeah, it's been brilliant. Even training-wise, the amount of different options there are, the wickets that were prepared, the chats we've had, a lot of hard work's gone into the backroom staff, a lot of hours, a lot of effort. So no, they've been brilliant.
You're not going to give me any more insight with the players coming up. Very tricky of you. Play your cards closely. Congratulations to you, by the way, and well done to your team, and all the very best. We'll be seeing you in that playoff.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations to Michael Pepper, the player of the match, and that brings us to the end of the presentation. Remember, victory by 32 runs for the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders into the playoffs for the second time in the history of this tournament.